Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to grade 12 business mathematics class. I hope you all of you learned your last day's class portions and all of you are ready for today's class? Okay, let's move to our today's class. So three problems are left in the example. You will complete that and afterwards we will move to the exercise. So every day small formulas we are learning. Okay. So first you learn all the formulas. Please write down separately and learn it. Okay. Afterwards you move to the problem. Then only it will be easy for you. So if you are seeing the word problem, you will leave that. Okay. So don't do that like that. Concentrate that and learn it. Okay. So today also again we are going to learn 2 or 3 formulas. That is last year you have learned 2 formulas. So that only we are going to repeat again. So I think 1 or 2 is new. So you listen to the class and we will complete the examples. In the next class we will start the exercise. Okay. First one, all of you take down your book. We will complete it up to example 3.23. Okay. So put the next heading, consumption of a natural resource. Consumption of a natural resource. So whatever I am reading, you take to your note. Suppose that P of T is the annual consumption of a natural resource in year T. If the consumption of the resource is growing exponentially at a growth rate K, then the total consumption of the resource after T years is given by one formula is there. Integral 0 to T P naught e power kt dt equal to P naught by K e power kt minus 1. So this 5 lines plus this formula you need to take. The formula is 0 to T P naught e power kt dt can be written as P naught by K e power kt minus 1. We are going to use this formula where P naught is called the initial annual consumption at time t equal to 0. Understand? Let's move to the problem. Example 3.24. Please take down the question from your book. I am doing from the answer. Okay. Just I am reading. In year 2000, world gold production was 2547 metric tons and it was growing exponentially at the rate of 0.6% per year. If the growth continues at that rate, how many tons of gold will be produced from 2000 to 2030? So how many tons they can produce? That's the question. E power 0.078, the value is given as 1.0811. Okay, understand all of you? Okay. So, annual consumption solution. At time t equal to 0. That is in the year 2000. Okay. Okay. That is P naught. What's the value is given in your question? 2547. Okay. Then total production. Now only you have learned the formula. We can use that. That is total production of gold from 2000 to 2030. We are going to find the production of gold from 2000 to 2030. Okay. So here 2000 to 2013. Okay, so 2000 to 2013 it will be very difficult. So you can take from 0 to 13. The meaning is you took as t equal to 0. Is it right? So that is total production of the gold from the year 2000 to 2013. You took in the year 2000 as how much? T equal to 0. So 0 means 0 to 30. Have you got it? Understand? So t equal to 0 in the year 2000. So in the year 2000, what's the t value? 0. So when you are taking the limit, how will you take? 0 to 13. 2547. If you need to write the formula, 0 to t p naught e power kt. So e power, what's the k value? Whether it is given? Yes. 0.6%. So 0.6% can be written as 0.006 t dt. So that's equal to, this one can be, how will you take this? According to this formula, P naught by K. Okay, so P naught by K means 2507 divided by 0.006 e power kt, that is e power 0.006 t minus 1. According to that, you need to write here. So 2547 divided by 0.006 e power 0.006 t. The limit is from 0 to 13. Okay, so this can be write like this. So how will you write, ma? First you do one thing. Please take down the calculator and solve it. Okay, otherwise it will be very difficult. So 2547 divided by 0.006, then this is there, you apply the limit, then minus 1. Okay, so what will happen? This one only. So we divide means 424500 e power 0.078, that is t. You need to apply the limit. You need one more step, that is if need means you write it. So 2547 divided by 0.06 into e power 0.006 into 13 minus e power 0. So next step we can do. So if you divide means you will get 424500 into e power 0.078 minus 1. In your book they gave the value, then multiply by using the calculator, you will get 34426.95 metric tons approximately. It is not the correct value, it is approximate value. Understand? It's very easy. Just you substitute it in the formula and simplify. When you are doing, it will be very easy. The reason is you can use the calculator, no need to multiply or no need to divide. So the calculator will do the work. Okay, so you don't feel about this. So using your calculator, you multiply and do it. Understand? Okay. Next one. Take your book. Put the next heading, the demand functions from elasticity of demand. Next heading is the demand functions from elasticity of demand. There. Elasticity of a function y is equal to f of x at a point x is defined as the limiting is this and all. No need to write not. So I am marking and giving the main formula, that alone you can write. So put the heading, the demand function from elasticity of the demand. So this is a formula you learned last year. Eta is equal to x by into du by dx. Then eta d, what's the formula? Then this line and up to here you write it. Okay, so these all the things you need to write to a note. Eta, what's the formula? Elasticity of a demand you studied last year. So only this is different. So if you are integrating, okay, so how will you integrate? That's only different. Meaning everything last year we have learned. We take it. We'll do the next problem. 3.25. When the elasticity function is x by x minus 2, find the function when x equal to 6 and y is equal to 16. Okay, where we are using the derivation and we will do that. Okay, solution. First one, that is ey. You learned the derivation first. Okay, ey by dx is equal to ey by x is equal to x by x minus 2. So in the place of ey by x, what you can substitute? Eta. So eta is equal to x by x minus 2. What's the value of eta? Now you have learned. x by y into dy by dx is equal to x by x minus 2. So you can bring this to this side. So what will happen? dy by y equal to x by x minus 2 into, you can bring dx by x this side. So dx by x. Now integrate it. So dy by y equal to integration x and x cancel dx by x minus 2. What's the integration, ma? Log y equal to log of x minus 2 plus log of k on constant. So log everything log it will go as, so log y equal to log of log a plus log b, that is log of ab, correct? Log of ab. So how will you write? Log y equal to log of ab, that is k into x minus 2. Log cancel. So what's the balance? Y equal to k into x minus 2. The given one value when x equal to 6, y equal to 16. You can take this as equation number 1 and substitute here. 1 implies y value 16 is equal to k into 6 minus 2. So 16 is equal to k into 4. So k equal to 4. Now equation 1 implies y is equal to 4 into x minus 2. This is answer. Understand? Very easy as well. So very important. That is ey by ex. In that place you will substitute as eta. Eta for this is a formula. dy by y you can keep it. Dx by x you can bring to this side. Integrate on both sides. Simplify, and at last in the place of x and y they gave the value in the question. You just substitute it, you will get the answer. Understand? Okay. Let's move to the next one. Last problem in this exercise. Question. The elasticity of demand with respect to price for a commodity eta d. Find demand function where price is rupees 5 and the demand is 20. Okay, so solution eta d, the value is given as p plus 2p square divided by 100 minus p square. Okay, eta d, what's the formula? Minus p by x into dx by dp equal to p you can take outside, so 2p plus 1, denominator 100 minus p square. Okay, so minus dx by x you can keep it this side, remaining you can bring to this side. Okay, so if you bring to this side, p into 2p plus 1, so before that you can cancel, is it right? P and p you can cancel. So what's the balance? 2p plus 1 divided by 100 minus p square. Here one dp is there. Okay, so that is minus dx by x equal to denominator you can take the minus outside. So what will happen? Minus outside means minus 100 plus p square into dp. Y means this minus and minus you can cancel because of that. So dx by x is equal to 2p plus 1 divided by p square plus p minus 100 dp. Now you can integrate. Dx by x is equal to integral of 2p plus 1 divided by p square plus p minus 100 dp. Okay. So integrate log x is equal to log of p square plus p minus 100 plus log k. So log of a log a plus log b means log ab. That is log x equal to log of k into p square plus p minus 100. So this log and log get cancelled. So x equal to k into p square plus p minus 100. Take it as equation number 1. So in your question, when x is equal to 70 and p equal to 5. Okay, when x is equal to 70 and p equal to 5. Substitute in 1, what will happen? 70 equal to k into 5 square plus 5 minus 100. Simplify. 70 equal to so 100 minus 30, that is 70. K into 70. So k equal to minus, is it right? K equal to minus 1. Okay, then hence x equal to 100 minus p square, r is equal to px. What's the formula for revenue? R equal to px. So revenue equal to p into what's the x value? 100 minus p square. This is the value. In your given question, they asked the revenue. So what's the formula for revenue? Already you have that. So r is equal to px. Okay, so x is equal to k. Okay, so x is equal to k. So in the place of x is equal to k means substitute in equation number 1. Okay, here you can substitute and see. Otherwise, no problem. So equation 1 implies substitute in equation number 1. What will happen? X is equal to minus 1 into p square plus p minus 100. Correct? So x is equal to, multiply with this minus. So minus p square minus p plus 100. So x is equal to 100 minus p square. So this is the x value. Correct? So x is equal to 100 minus p square. We know the formula for revenue. Revenue you have learned the formula px. So p into x value. Understand? Very easy. These two problems also very easy. So that's a small formula we will say, but it's important. Eta d, you substitute the formula. Bring dx by x and dp to one side. Integrate on both sides. Find out the k value. Substitute in one and find out the x value. Afterwards, find out revenue. Revenue means p into x. Understand, children? Shall we need to repeat it again? So eta d equal to, it is given. Eta d, what's the formula? Minus p by x into dx by dp equal to, given p and p will get cancelled. So if we need to cancel the minus, because of that I took the minus outside. So minus and minus I can cancel here. So dx by x is equal to, bring the dp to this side, then integrate on both sides. So dx by x is equal to integration of 2p plus 1 divided by this one. So log log a plus log b. These are the things you learned in second chapter. So only I am not at all explaining deeply. So log a plus log b equal to log ab. So log a into b, log and log get cancelled. You will get equation number 1. Okay, so how substitute when x equal to 70 and p equal to 5. Okay, so equation 1 implies substitute x and p value, you will get the value of k. So afterwards, equation 1 will be changes x value. So revenue they asked in the question. So revenue, what's the formula? px. Okay, so px. Okay, that's the demand function. That's revenue. That's all. Examples, everything over. So you'll have a doubt maybe. What's ma'am in this question they ask the demand function why you are find out the revenue. Okay, revenue is otherwise called demand function. Okay, both are correct. If you need this formula, it is in page number 67. If you need this formula is in page number 67. Revenue functions from marginal revenue function. There the formula is there. If you need, you can learn there. Okay, that is demand function. Demand function P equal to R by X. Okay, revenue. Okay, sorry. R is equal to revenue. So demand function means the formula is P is equal to R by X. Okay, so here it is R is called the revenue. Okay, R is called the revenue. So demand function P. Okay, demand function P is equal to R by X. So revenue means R. Okay, so R is equal to Px. From that if you substituted, you will get the formula. It's not correct. So revenue. Okay, revenue means, sorry, we have small confusion. So revenue means Px, revenue. Demand function means, sorry, it's not same. Demand function means P is equal to R by X. Okay, that's a small confusion. It's not R. Both are different, but both the formulas are correct. This formula you are getting this one. Okay, so revenue means R is equal to Px. Demand function means P is equal to R by X. So from this you can write the value means P is equal to revenue by X. You need to write. Okay, everything are correct. Okay. Okay, students. So exams everything over. We will do the exercise in our next class. So before that you learn this everything. So exercise everything we will do inside the class. Okay, students. We'll meet in the next class. Be safe, learn your portions and maintain your classwork neatly. Okay. So these are the things you need to take to your note. Okay, just for your I need to recall because so that I recall that. Okay, revenue means the formula is R equal to Px. Demand function means P. Okay, demand function is P. Revenue is R. Okay, so that's the difference. Learn it. We'll meet in the next class, students. Thank you.